As Taya Fast reports, the community is still recovering and in need of a lot more help.
For the first time since a massive flood washed through downtown Princeton nearly 2 years ago, the federal government paid a visit to the community.
I really felt it was important to come up, have an opportunity to meet with Mayor Coyne and his team, look at some of the damages they face, and I need to have a better understanding of how we can help and what we need to do.
Could have happened sooner, I'll say that. It could have happened sooner, definitely. You know, that was frustration not only of myself but of our community, and my community kept asking, why isn't the federal government coming?
On Wednesday, Federal Minister of Emergency Preparedness was on the ground touring some of the hardest hit areas and infrastructure.
Remarkably resilient community, and the way in which they bounce back and clean up the mess that I've seen the pictures, and Mayor Coyne was always very articulate in explaining what his community was facing when the floods occurred. You see that rebuild. And it really does speak to the resilience of a community and the people.
Mayor Spencer Coyne and officials gave a first-hand look at just how far the community has come since floods ravaged the downtown area in November of 2021.
Primary thing was to show the minister what we've been going through and where we've come from and where we're at today. I think that's the key, is to show the resiliency of our community and how much we've been able to accomplish in the time that we've been dealing with this situation.
However, one concern that is top of mind for locals and officials, most of the town is still on a boil water advisory.
It's a year and a half almost since this happened, and we are no closer now than we were the day after the flood to get our water up and running, as far as I'm concerned. And we need to get our act together, and we need to start working together on this, because this is not acceptable.
You know, they've also been taking me a little bit behind the scenes. We just came from the wells, and to help me understand the water challenges that this community is facing. There's a number of other significant infrastructure impacts.
Meanwhile, the community has yet to receive all of the promised funding to help finish repairs.
I'll be meeting tomorrow with Minister Ma and bringing in the next big payment of the disaster financial assistance arrangement money that we promised. You'll probably recall we committed close to $5 billion for that recovery.
Adding that they've been working closely with the provincial government to expedite the process in order to get the money to communities like Princeton faster, but for now there is no timeline as to when that will happen. Taya Fast, Global News, Princeton.
Defense Minister